Donald Trump and 18 others have until the end of next week to turn themselves in for alleged election interference right here in Georgia.
So according to the Fulton County Sheriff, the defendants will have to report to the county jail, not the courthouse. Atlanta News First reporter Rebecca Schramm joins us live outside of the jail. And Rebecca, most people have been wondering, will these defendants be treated like everyone else?
Well, Brooks and Joy, I can tell you that Secret Service will certainly be involved in whatever happens with the former president. But yeah, it's looking like Mr. Trump will see the inside of the Fulton County Jail. I want to give you a look around at what we're seeing here live. Typically, the news media is allowed in the parking lot of the jail, but parking is limited in that lot. And with all the news media here that you see, we're currently parked off property with everybody else until the sheriff's office can work out parking arrangements. This was the scene earlier at the courthouse downtown.
I'm a registered Democrat. I'm absolutely appalled at what's happening with my party.
Bob Kunst was the lone demonstrator during the 9 a.m. hour outside the Fulton County Courthouse. He came to Atlanta from Miami Beach to show support for former President Donald Trump.
Every time they get close to discovering what Biden is doing and the family is doing and all the corruption that's there, another indictment.
Trump and 18 co-defendants are charged in a RICO or racketeering indictment in Fulton County. It alleges the defendants participated in a criminal conspiracy to overturn the results of the 2020 election in Georgia.
Trump indicted on racketeering. Racketeering.
Co-defendant Rudy Giuliani, a former Trump attorney and former New York City mayor, was once a federal prosecutor who went after mob bosses for racketeering. Now he finds himself being prosecuted in the Trump racketeering case.
There's a whole RICO thing going on we didn't even know about. Now, I got to tell you, it can be interesting when we all get together. I don't know most of these people.
Yeah, he's mocking the situation now, but he'll soon be fingerprinted and processed with the others. If that indeed happens here at the Fulton County Jail, it'll bring a lot of scrutiny to this facility, which has already made headlines for all the recent inmate deaths here, including one man whose body was found infested with insects. Live at the Fulton County Jail, Rebecca Schramm, Atlanta News First.